up guys, this is another High Five review, and this is no need to introduce myself. I am the only host for High Five review, and today we are reviewing a new phone I saw on SHOPEE. It's called CMX and it's relatively cheap, but there have been no reviews on this phone yet. I was surprised. This is actually on SHOPEE Mall, so it should be legit. So I'm gonna do a review on it. It's cost me less than 2,000 and that's including the shipping. But before we get on with the review, please hit the subscribe button down below, because 70% of you still viewing my videos are still not subscribed. So please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you want to see more of these videos. By the way, if you want me to review a specific unit, please hit comment down below what phone I should review. Sorry for the noise, construction is going on outside. Hopefully you can still hear me. So anyway, let's proceed with the review.
Now we'll proceed with the unboxing, and as all packages I've ordered so far, it's very neatly packed. There's a lot of bubble wrap, and the front box looks like this, with the back as usual having all the specs. So pause the video if you want to read it. Now if you're not new to my channel, alam nyo naman na I try to keep the box as much as intact as I can, and here we proceed that you can already see the phone. And first impression, I'm not very impressed with the phone. Sa price niya, siguro sakto lang. Cheap tignan yung phone talaga. Sobrang cheap. Pero mamaya natin buksan yung phone. Let's look at the accessories on the phone. Here we have the charger. And tunog pa lang. You can already tell it's a very cheap plastic they used. Yung cable's okay naman. It's a micro USB and it doesn't feel cheap at all. Okay na siya, and there's the headphones and a removable battery. And as with all the phones I've reviewed that are cheap, they come with a screen protector, and there's the paperwork, and underneath all of the paperwork, by the way, meron pala dyang warranty card. Here you can see I already put in the battery, and here everything comes in the box here, complete accessories, and they even included a card that they're saying they want to give me 20 peso load if I give them 5 stars, and it's a very nice message, very well thought of, but I'm not giving you that 5 stars. So here I boot up the phone, and that screen, it's okay, it's not the brightest screen on a studio level, and the back kind of looks like those fake Yu-Gi-Oh cards again. We have the charger and the headphone jack at the top. The buttons are all on the right. At the bottom we have the speaker, and on the left there's nothing. And here I installed the screen protector because the back is a fingerprint magnet, so it becomes messy. By the way, I forgot, there's the SIM tool tray and the micro SD card. And the camera also has a plastic that's very hard to remove.
3 hours later.
So it took me a long time. Here we have a quick look at the phone itself. The UI it's very skinned down anyway. It kind of looks like Samsung. Maybe it's the easiest to copy. And here it claims to have 7 gigs of usable storage, but I downloaded Antutu for that. And here we have the score, 32,810. And seeing the specs that it claims, it has the chipset there, MTK6763. So it's not really a high-end chipset. Also claims to have Android 9 and 1 gigs of RAM. Strangely enough, it's saying the storage is already full, although on the settings a while ago it said it had a lot more to use. So I'm guessing it's fake. And the screen touch says it only has 2 multi-touch points, and maybe I think the usable is 4. Here I play Among Us, and it took a long time
later.
just to load. But when you get it to load, it's actually more usable than the Umio. Viewing angles are good. By the way, I'm saying this phone performs better than the Umio, except in storage, because I downloaded Among Us, Facebook, and YouTube, and it was already full. So moving on to the camera test. Here we see the camera app. Kind of reminds me of if gumamit ka ng Chair mobile phone, you definitely know that the Chair mobile phone looks like this, except the quality is pretty much the same on Chair mobile phones, except Chair mobile phones here in the Philippines are a bit more expensive, kita naman na it doesn't have good color accuracy, it doesn't have dynamic range. Pero kung need lang naman ng camera for online classes, feeling ko okay naman na siya. And see naman na when it comes to hair details, it's at least better than the TAF. Front camera is sometimes blown out. This is the front camera. The gimbal is shaky and the color accuracy isn't really there. Pictures tend to be darker or brighter. So white balance isn't really good on this phone. Okay, here we have the back camera and kita naman sa price niya. Usable naman yung camera, wala siyang OIS, but that can be solved with a gimbal. White balance is better than the other phones I've reviewed, especially yung TAF, that was the worst. So usable naman siya. Now we proceed with a battery test and a YouTube video test. Starting off with 100%, we go to YouTube. I pick a copyright music for copyright details, copyright free. And you can see the phone itself has a 480p screen, 480p resolution on a small screen. Isn't really bad. Every video maxes out at 480p. Narinig nyo naman, it's not the loudest phone and it doesn't have bass, pero for the price, it's actually usable. Reminding everyone, I paid less than 2,000 for this phone, so don't expect too much. And I use this phone a lot for watching as a battery test to see if it could handle it well. And you can see here on the screen, it's actually usable. This is a 4K video, but since everything maxes out 480p, you can only watch every video at 480p. And as you can see, after a few minutes, the battery is still down to 80%, but it's not that bad.
And that is the end of the review for the CMX S30 to be specific. And so, but at the end of the review, I think I'd give this a rating of 1.5 or something like that. I mean, it's usable. Sorry for the noise. They just won't stop grinding away out there. Construction's going outside. Still, I'm sorry if you can't hear me, but hopefully you can still hear me. The phone is usable, but I hate it when companies lie about the memory. They say this has 8 gigs of RAM. 8 gigs of ROM, so usable storage. Pero I tried downloading Mobile Legends after mag-download ng Facebook, Messenger, Among Us, and YouTube. After that, hindi ko na ma-download yung Mobile Legends. Lagi nagpa-prompt yung warning na storage full, memory full. So, maybe 8 gigs nga siya. Maybe 8 gigs of storage. Pero, you're probably looking at 4 gigs usable, something along that. So, if you want to use it for online classes, which you can pretty much use because surprisingly, the phone isn't laggy compared ko sa Yumio. I love that phone. I think it was the Yumio X3 that I previously reviewed. I love that phone actually, except for performance sa mga gaming. Yumio X3 is beaten by this. This one I can actually play Among Us smoothly. Yung Yumio, it wouldn't even play it. Well, you could play it, but it was so laggy here. I don't experience lag with the Among Us. It's just a shame I can't download Mobile Legends because of the storage. I couldn't test if this could handle Mobile Legends. Pero if you're planning on using this for online classes, you can probably use it. The camera isn't the best camera, and it lied about yung being full screen display. It's actually just the screen there, and where the camera is supposed to be is actually the front speaker for calls. Pero other than that, it's very usable. Other than the issues na yung memory madaling mapunos, you're gonna need a memory card. And the camera, it's not the best camera out there, but what can you expect? I paid less than 2,000 for this phone. It's 1.8 to 1.9. So if you're on a tight budget like that, your budget is not going above 2,000, it'll be a last resort to use it. If you want a camera phone for that price, Redmi 2 actually, the one I reviewed earlier, has a better camera, but that one was so laggy, or maybe because it was laggy because I bought a second-hand phone. Anyway, so that is the end of the review for the CMX S30. Hopefully you enjoyed, and again, as we end all videos with a high five. By the way, I forgot to mention earlier, this thing has a bad microphone. I tried doing a sound test of recording, and this thing is just horrible. So if you're planning on using this for Zoom or online classes and calling other people, you might want to buy yourself a decent pair of headphones. There's headphones there, but I didn't try the mic because I plan on selling this. Also, regarding selling, please, to the people, I appreciate you subscribing, but please don't try to find my personal Facebook account. I'm getting annoyed sometimes. I have my own personal life. If you have any questions, please leave it at the comment down below. Please stop sending me messages. That would be a great help, because it's gotten to the point, it's gotten really annoying. So please bear with me. I appreciate all you people, but please give me some privacy. Please stop messaging me directly on my account, please. So let's proceed back with the ending.